Well, hello and welcome back. Morning is upon us. As you can see, you can hear some sizzling in the background because overnight I managed to build myself a fishing rod. A wooden crate actually spawned right on the beach next to me, so I was able to quickly grab that, and that gave me the last few bits I needed for a fishing rod. I made 4 fishing lures, and with the very first cast I caught a largemouth bass. So that was very nice. So that gives us some early morning protein, and I had to eat the chicken, but yeah, that gets us off to a really good start. Right, now one thing I didn't build, which would have been really helpful, is a crate. So that's going to be a priority this morning. I'm going to try and get a few more nails and some cordage, shouldn't be too difficult, so that we can store all of this stuff rather than carrying it around with us. Now, I could let the fire go out, but I don't think it's going to be long before we can make the crate, which means we're going to be coming back here. So I think as wood is cheap, I'm going to top the fire up, and hopefully it'll be warm enough that we'll be able to do a quick run around, hopefully find a crate. As you saw at the end of the last episode, I did build a shotgun, but we're going to try not to use that because we only have 2 shells at the moment, which are both in the gun, and we're going to try and keep that to save our life if we are silly enough to run headlong into a wolf. So first going to have a quick look around just here. Hopefully there'll be some interesting things. Now this area on the top of the hill here is a lock crate spawn point, but there's no point in even looking for one at the moment. Till we get the BCU up. Now, about the BCU... Oh, I could have had that rabbit. Maybe not. I don't want to put the BCU up just yet. I would like it on the 2nd floor, somewhere up a little safer. So, obviously we're going to need to be doing some building. Meanwhile, we will grab as much wood and resources as we can, assuming we can find a way past all these animals. There is another little pond over the back here, so we might be able to get a little bit more kelp from there. Oh, nice. That's exactly what we needed. I don't want to run too far away now that we've got some resources. In fact, yeah, we can do that now. Let's get that built and go and drop our stuff off. If we were to die now, we would lose between 50 and 30% of everything we're carrying, or especially the ammo, not necessarily everything, and that would not be good. It'd set us back several days. Speaking of days, days are going by really fast. So I was actually sat thinking last night about what I need to do in this episode, and yeah, I realise game days, we only have about 14 days left before we're really going to be into November, which is cold season. So are we actually going to be able to find everything that we need? I mean, we can need cotton, we can need rope. It's going to be interesting. And I don't think we're going to do it. But I could be wrong. Oh, there's a deer. Fortunately, those deers do not have sinew on them. So we're going to let him run away. He's 100 health anyway. That's going to take 4 arrows to kill him. We're not going to be able to get close enough to get a shotgun shell in, so yeah, we'll have to pass on that one. But yeah, fire's still good. So let us make... Oh, did we not? Ah, I thought I made a cordage. Did I not make a cordage? Apparently I didn't make a cordage. Okay, one more fibre. Yeah, I mean, I could chase him down and put some arrows in, but he's going to run a long way before we can get 4 arrows into him, so unless I was lucky enough to get a headshot, which... no. He's going to jump into the water any second. Calm down, calm down. Good. Stand still a minute. Oh, nice one. And the fibre we needed. And we'll get our arrow back. It was only through his confusion about not wanting to jump into the water that we got away with that one. But 3 cloth, that's very nice. Okay, let's make that cordage. We don't really need the protein at the moment because we have all that fish. But the antlers will definitely come in handy. Almost looks like a crate there, but I think that is just a shadow on the rock. Okay, so not too worried about where this goes at the moment because we will obviously have to move everything around once we get a little bit more sorted. So for now, everything that we don't need we can put away. Yeah, pretty much everything. Leave that carrot here, leave those here, we'll cook that. We could use it to make an antidote, but we need 1 more fish oil. So, is it worth... let's see. Yeah, I think actually I will do that because having an antidote available it can make a huge difference, especially early game. So let's free up some of this space. I will eat that carrot just to free up the space. And yeah, it's always difficult to know how to maximize the time in the game to be very, most efficient. Obviously I need to get out and get some resources, but we only need 1 more fish oil, and just 1 small fish will do that. I apologise if this is a little bit tedious. Here we go. Fishing is not the most interesting of things for you to watch, so I apologise about that. But I think having that extra fish oil need those as well. We already have the kelp. So we needed to do that before the liver spoils. So if I had gone off looting and the liver had spoiled, we wouldn't be able to make the antidote. So kind of important to get that done now. Just put some of this down. Put that away again. And there we go, we have an antidote. Now I'm going to leave the antidote in the crate. I know it's probably advisable to carry it around with you, but we're not going very far from the base. Looks like it's going to rain, which means my fire's going to go out. Not a lot we can do about that at the moment. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more nails. I want to put a door out over to the water, and then from that we're going to need, yeah, so cordage, nails, planks, everything. Okay, let's continue. Take a wander up the river. Well, ammo's always good. Keep an eye on that there. Yeah, I thought he might come back. Not worried about the boar. I don't think he will bother us. Another deer. I don't think we'll be as lucky this time as we were the last time. And obviously we can start collecting ores now, but we don't have a pickaxe. So for now we'll do it the long way around. And yes, if you didn't know, you can mine ores with an axe. Just takes a while. As soon as we get enough resources, we'll build a pickaxe. I think we're going to need, yeah, planks, scrap and cordage, so like everything else, we just need resources. I don't want to go too high up this river because there is a cougar spawn up there. Not worth it. I'll take this one, we've got one node of each. Not very useful, but it all helps. There's a crate on the top here. Oh, not much we can do with that. Yeah, the cougars can spawn anywhere over the brow of this hill. They're usually further up, but I have seen them this low, so you've got to be a little bit careful along here. But not much loot. Get a high point, see if we can see anything. Fibers, another, or is that the same lock crate? I think that's another lock crate. We're going back over the same route here. Sometimes things take a little while to spawn in. They can appear to spawn in behind you. It's not necessarily what they're doing, it's just that if it takes a little time and you already run past it, and then obviously it gives that appearance. Yeah, that's another lock crate. Wow, okay. Grab a few of these on the way past. We're going to just convert all of that into planks. I know we are going to need wood for fire and things, but we're going to need a lot of planks too. And there's the rain that I was afraid of. At least the thunder. We'll assume that it's going to rain any minute. So, we're not making much progress on the loot. And here's the rain. I'm assuming that fire has probably already gone out. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this foundation. Just try and line it up. And just for the sake of aesthetics, you don't need to do that, but kind of makes sense. So we can put some of that away. moose. You're going to need cordage anyway. It should be okay to be out in the rain. It's 12 degrees, the rain takes 4 degrees off, so we should be good at 8 degrees I think. We'll pop over this way, the other way was a bit of a dead loss. There's a big moose. Be nice to take a moose. There's some sinew, but with their hit points, don't think we really want to mess with him. Level 2 boar. You don't really get much off the boar, so it's a bit pointless at the moment. We will be taking him out later on. From the beach. Yeah, we don't need to worry about the moose, he'll just run away from us. Unless you're in rutting season, which I believe is sometime in October. When they can aggro. But 285 hit points on a level 2. I think probably best off staying away from him. So yeah, as I was saying, the days are flying past now. I estimate we have approximately 14 game playing days. Before the weather starts getting so cold that we won't even be able to go out and loot. So in that time, we need to make some warm clothing, because there's no point in getting to the winter and just sitting by a fire for however many months it takes. We need to be getting out, looting and moving forwards in the game. And to do that, we're going to need stuff. And by stuff, I mean, well, pretty much everything. And so far, not looking very promising. Yep, so we're starting to take hits on our health now. It's too cold. But we really need the loot. Oh dear. There's animals everywhere. We're probably taking health hits because we're up at a higher elevation. I think maybe if we can get down a little bit lower. Where are the animals now? No, you don't, wolf. Stay there. Nice, our first cotton seed. So when we can grow that, that will become 3 cotton. Unfortunately though, we're going to need an awful lot more. Yeah, I'm going to have to start heading back. I'm going to take too many health hits in this weather. There's our deer again. It is possible to drive the deer towards the bear, and usually the bear will either damage the deer or kill it. If it kills it, you've kind of lost the deer, because by the time the bear moves away, the deer will have despawned anyway. But if the bear will just damage the deer and the deer will run off, sometimes you can get just a cheeky shot with a bow. Sometimes worth trying, but not in a storm when I'm losing health. Look at all these ores. They're kind of nice to find some scrap. Okay, let's get some wood. If we can't get the rest of it, at least we can get wood. Yeah, it's going really dark now. It's a heck of a storm. There's me thinking it was a 4-log tree. Yes, these pine trees here, the bark with the orange bits on it, you get 4 logs. The same as the silver birch. And then these don't have the orange bits on, just a straight bark, you get 3. And we're even getting health hits here now, we're at a relatively low level, so I think we're going to have to head back, and unfortunately consider it's not been a very successful day. I thought it was going to be a good day when I got that largemouth bass in the early hours of this morning. I thought we were up for a good loot day, but it wasn't to be. It's getting dark, we're getting cold, we're losing health. I think the sensible thing to do is get back, light our fire, get our health back, and assess the situation. Make sure there's nothing obvious around us. Yeah, so under here we should be out of the rain. We'll get the fire lit. That'll start drying us off, and put our loot away. Unfortunately our fish spoiled, but as I say, I'm not too worried about that, because we are going to need heat packs for the winter. I'm pretty sure if we don't get the clothing we need, we're going to be relying on those. They only last 90 seconds, but it can make all the difference. So yeah, we'll have to see. A little bit annoying at the early stages of the game when I badly need protein, but yeah, it is what it is. So, can we make anything? We know we haven't got enough. Well, we could make a pickaxe, but that will use pretty much all the scrap we've got. We can make some more cordage. Always going to need that. I'm going to just leave some fibre just in case we need to make another fire starter. So, yeah, that'll be using those. Not going to be using that ammo for a little while, or the antlers for that matter. is we'll put a doorway up and then a flat floor above it, so that's 10 nails, 4 planks, and 2 cordage, so another 10 nails, 4 planks. We've got enough planks, we've got enough nails. And we have got enough cordage, I think. But I don't want to be doing that in the rain, because I want to build off this platform. Speak of the devil. It might start up again yet, so let's wait. We're desperate for protein, so I think the sensible thing is, again, overnight we will do some fishing. We've only got 2 lures, but we can make more. I've got 5 more grubs. So yeah, bit of a short episode, I'm afraid. The last one was also a short episode, but you can't do what you can't do. So I think what I'll do is, assuming the weather is good, we'll move this fire up onto the platform. We'll drop this back down again. I'll build a door and a roof, put the fire back on the platform, and that'll be the start of our first floor. I'm going to do that before I do the corners because resources are so scarce at the moment. That will give us a platform to stand on with a roof above us and a fire. So yeah, sorry about the short episode. Thank you very much for watching. Let's hope we can have a better day tomorrow. Bye.